Howdy folks, this is Tony here, and I've got to be honest with you. I don't know if what I'm going to try to do here is going to work, but we will do this together and we'll see what happens. So we've got ChatGPT up here, and I've given it a prompt to try to predict the 2024 election. I've explained to it how the lean and tilt process works. I've explained that Kamala Harris replaces Joe Biden as the Democrat nominee. I explained that that was done without a vote. I've explained that Donald Trump is the candidate on the Republican side once more, and I told it to assume a national environment that is 5 points to the right, basically here, and assume that Donald Trump's able to get 40% of black men and 10% of black women behind him, so to basically predict what the margins for each state are going to be. So let's fire this up and see what it spits out for us. Okay, that is a very lazy response. Let's try this. I want you to speculate based on all of the given information. Alright, now we are actually getting results. This should be fun. So what I'm going to try to do is pop this out and have it side by side with the electoral map. Actually, that's not going to work. So, Alaska likely red, Hawaii safe blue. Let's fill it in. Alaska is likely red, Hawaii safe blue. No surprises there. Washington likely blue, Oregon likely blue. No surprises there either. So let's continue. California, wow, likely blue. Okay, that's interesting. Even ChatGPT thinks that Kamala Harris is too incompetent to keep California safe blue. That is hilarious. Idaho, safe red, Montana, likely red. All right, we're going to just keep going here. So, Idaho, it said it was safe red. Montana was likely red. And basically all of these are red. We're not going to worry about the ones in the Midwest too much. Wyoming, safe red. Utah, likely red. Okay, let's do that. So Wyoming was safe red, and Utah was likely red. All right, let's continue. Nevada tilts blue. Ooh, that's interesting. That's actually not in keeping with most of election models, but so we have Nevada tilting blue. Okay. So basically Kamala would win Nevada, but barely. Arizona tilts back to the GOP. Good. And you know what? I forgot to explain to ChatGPT that Trump's appeal to Hispanic voters, but it seems to have already inferred that. So that's pretty cool there. So we're tilting Arizona. Actually, it's lean red. It's not even tilt red anymore. It's lean red. Not going to lie, just by looking at this, I can already tell that it's going to be a wrap in the Sun Belt. New Mexico stays blue. All right. Interesting. Colorado stays blue. North Dakota goes red. All right. So Colorado stays blue. North Dakota goes red. All right. Now let's continue. Actually, Colorado was only lean blue. I got to fix that. I'm going to be switching back and forth here a lot. Colorado only lean blue in ChatGPT's prediction. Let's continue. Nebraska safe red and Kansas likely red. No surprises there at all. Nebraska safe red, Kansas likely red. I wonder if the model knows that Nebraska has districts that split the vote, but it seems like that's not going to matter in this election. Kamala's still ahead though, but we're starting from west to east. Okay, so did we do Kansas yet? Yeah, we did. All right, good. Let's go back. Oklahoma safe red and Texas lean red. Wow, it's got Oklahoma voting to the right of Texas, but I'll take it. That's pretty cool. Let's continue. Minnesota leans blue and Iowa leans red. So Minnesota leans blue, so it's basically keeping that in the lean blue category, but it says that Iowa leans red. Here's the thing that I predict. I haven't told it about the Hamas and about the Josh Shapiro being Kamala Harris's running mate. I think Ben Shapiro would rather jump in a lake than be Kamala Harris's running mate. So I haven't told it about the Hamas-Israel conflict or anything of that nature. I'm just giving it the most bare-bone facts possible, and I think it's going to basically spit out a 2016 map on me here. So let's continue. Missouri's likely red and Arkansas is safe red. All right, so Missouri's likely red, Arkansas is safe red. Let's continue. Louisiana safe red, Wisconsin tilt red. Ooh, the first Rust Belt state flip. So Louisiana safe red, Wisconsin tilt red. Let's put that in there. Louisiana safe red, Wisconsin tilts red. So even ChatGPT knows that Kamala Harris has no Rust Belt appeal. But let's see if this holds up. So Illinois likely blue, Michigan tilt red. Oh yeah, she's toast. So Illinois likely blue, but then Michigan tilts red. I'm sorry. Well, it tilts red. It doesn't tilt blue. I'm sorry. I think she's screwed. I think that's it right there. Indiana likely red. Big surprise there. It's Indiana after all. They were going to go red anyway. Let's continue on. Kentucky safe red. Tennessee. Okay, so Kentucky, Tennessee, Mississippi, and Alabama all safe red. Okay, so what did it say? Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi. Again, deep in the Bible Belt. Hardly a surprise there. Now, Ohio likely red. Georgia tilt red. So Ohio being likely red. Georgia tilting red. Wow. Okay. Yeah, she has no path forward. She has no path forward. This is basically wraps for her. Florida leans red, which I find quite interesting. Why do they have Florida voting to the left of a place like Oklahoma? I don't know. That's kind of weird to me. They have Florida and Texas being a lot less red than I think, but I only told it to assume a +5 national environment for Republicans, or it's 5 points to the right of where it was in the 2020 election. Let's continue. South Carolina is likely red. North Carolina tilts red. So South Carolina, likely red. And what did it say? North Carolina tilts red? I guess. I think it'd be redder than that, but whatever. We're already over the finish line anyway. So it's predicting a Trump victory. Virginia leans blue. Saddens me because I wish Virginia would come to its senses, but that's probably what's going to happen, or what could happen. I still think there's a good chance of Virginia going red. I think people are underestimating it. I am calling it that Virginia, not Minnesota, is probably going to be the sleeper flip here. So West Virginia, safe red. Pennsylvania tilts red. West Virginia, safe red. Pennsylvania tilts red. I haven't even told ChatGPT that Donald Trump picked J.D. Vance as his running mate. I haven't even told ChatGPT about Josh Shapiro. Just going off it being Trump v. Kamala, she's getting crushed in the Rust Belt. But she's doing, oh, actually no, she's losing in the Sun Belt too. She just stops Trump from picking off Nevada. Interesting. Maryland safe blue and Delaware are safe blue. Maryland and Delaware are both safe blue. Big surprise there. And I bet all of this is going to be safe blue. Let's continue. New Jersey likely blue and New York likely blue. Okay. I guess that's about right. Connecticut likely blue, Rhode Island likely blue. So basically everything else is blue. We don't even need to worry. New Hampshire tilts blue. It has her not able to... Actually, it has Trump not able to pick up New Hampshire. So basically, I'm going to make it simple. Everything else is blue. So basically, all of this is blue. I'm not going to worry about the margins at this point. I'm just going to not waste your time. It has all of that as being blue. I think North Dakota, South Dakota had being red. So I think that ChatGPT is predicting that the election is essentially a repeat of 2016, because this map right here is essentially identical to the 2016 map. So essentially, ChatGPT thinks that Kamala is essentially Hillary Clinton 2.0. Now let's refine the prediction a little more for the nerds out there. Assume that Donald Trump chose J.D. Vance as his running mate, and that Kamala Harris chose Josh Shapiro, governor of PA, as her running mate. Does this change the party? Wow, I can't type. That any state votes for. Let's throw some more facts in there. Assume so I'm assuming an increase in support among Hispanic voters, and I told ChatGPT about J.D. Vance and Josh Shapiro. Let's see if it changes anything. So we're only going to look at where it changes. So that's not really a change. It's likely blue. What did I have it before? Okay, so I had it as lean. I think likely blue. It's already likely blue. No change there. So basically it did a little tighter in California. Wow, so everything I told it, it predicted that Nevada would get redder. And it said lean red. It didn't even put it as tilt. So let's continue. This is cool. Arizona, likely red. So Arizona actually gets a little redder. It's actually predicting New Mexico to lean red. This is crazy. This is crazy. This map is getting even worse for Kamala. Okay, this is a little out there. It's having Colorado tilt red. That's weird. Okay, and now this map is getting just straight weird. We're in Fantasyland now, but I'm having fun. Texas gets redder. Okay, that's fine. It goes to its proper margin. All right, Wisconsin goes into the lean margin. So basically, Josh Shapiro alienates people in Wisconsin somehow. That's funny. Georgia now goes into the lean category. It's not a tilt state anymore. Florida goes likely. Again, that's more like it. Okay, North Carolina goes into lean, so it just gets a little bit redder than it was before. Virginia tilt blue. Okay, so yeah, it's basically saying that Virginia is going to have a Democratic vote, even though it's going to be less blue. Interesting. Pennsylvania tilts red. Well, that was already the case, so that doesn't change anything. So ChatGPT is admitting that Josh Shapiro is not going to change anything for Kamala in Pennsylvania. That's funny. Now, everything else pretty much stays the same. Now I'm going to feed it one final bit of information, and we'll see if anything changes. But this is the map so far. We flipped Nevada and New Mexico into the Republican category. Virginia's still holding out. Now I'm going to tell it about the Gaza conflict. I know how to spell, I'm just rushing. Okay, let me fix Israel here. That would help. So now I'm basically telling it about the situation in Hamas. I'm trying to give it a shortened version. This has alienated enough Muslim voters to cause significant fracture in the Democratic base. Assume 5% of Muslim likely voters stay home out of protest and don't vote at all. Does this change the map any? Okay, I think Arizona was already likely red. It's already been, wait a minute, or was it lean red? It was already likely red. No change there. Okay, so New Mexico goes to lean red, which it already was. I'm not seeing any changes here. Oh my gosh. 5% of Muslim voters staying home loses Minnesota. It's now lean red. That's crazy. 5% of Muslim voters staying home causes it to lean red. So Wisconsin already was leaning red here. Wait a minute, was it? Yes, it was. Illinois is now leaning blue, which I think it was before. No, so Illinois, I guess there are a lot of Muslims in Illinois because it's now leaning blue as opposed to being likely blue. Michigan's now likely red. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's really bad. Okay, let's continue. Do we see anything? Georgia was already likely red, or was it? Yeah, Georgia. No, Georgia just got a little redder. Wow. Even in this scenario, Virginia still stays blue. That's crazy. That's crazy. Virginia needs a wake-up call. I really hope Virginia gets a wake-up call. So Pennsylvania goes into the likely red category, which I think it was already... No, it just got redder. All right, do we see any other changes? Not really anything else to note. Ooh, in this scenario, she loses New Hampshire. It now tilts red. This is getting juicy. Interesting. All remain blue, but with narrower margins. Okay, let me see if there's any other factor that I can place in here. Yes. Am I spelling this wrong? There we go. I'm going to put this as my last wow factor. I'm going to talk about 50 Cent G-Unit songs being made in Trump's honor and the fact that he survived an assassination attempt. This probably won't affect anything, but let's see. I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom. Actually, let's look. That makes California lean blue. That's insane. I'm basically telling it everything that's happened. I'm catching it up, and that weakens California. It's pretty funny. Nevada now gets a little redder. It's now likely red. All right, let's see. Texas is already likely red, so no change there. Minnesota leans red, which I think we already have it as lean red, so no change there. Let me go. Whoa. They think Trump could flip Illinois. That'd be some map, wouldn't it? I told you we're already in Fantasyland. Now we're just having fun here for those of you who are nerdy enough to follow along with this. So let's see if anything else happens here that actually changes the map. Okay, so when I told it about the assassination attempt, that finally. So you hear that, Virginia? Donald Trump took a bullet for you, so go out and vote Republican, okay? We finally flipped Virginia. It took Trump getting shot to flip Virginia. That is crazy. Okay, let's continue here. I'm just having fun here. So Maryland, Delaware, and New Jersey all lean blue now. Okay, that's kind of crazy, but that's cool. All right, did anything else? New Hampshire was already leaning red. Oh, wow. That causes Maine to lean red. He's knocking on the door of 400 electoral votes on this map. All right, so this is our final map. After we have told ChatGPT who the candidates are, we've told ChatGPT about the assassination attempts, about the conflict in Gaza, we've laid everything out on the map, and essentially Trump is going to, according to ChatGPT, paint almost the entire country red, except for the Northeast corridor and a few blue states on the East Coast. What an interesting map. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Have a great day, everyone.